For the past decade, hip hop media has been on the rise, and we witnessed some of the dopest platforms start from the bottom and rise our way to the top. We even watched a lot of hip hop icons go from music to media. And for some, it was a rough transition, and for others, it was pretty natural. But not all these platforms are totally music or hip hop based. Unfortunately, we've seen the turn of a lot of other platforms who began their journeys with doing interviews and such. But truthfully, we've also watched these platforms turn into gossip talk, mostly done by men speaking about personal issues, relationships, and money troubles and exposing secrets. These days, they call it being a chatty patty. Some have been able to turn this chatty patty cycle into a lucrative empire, and some have followed the lane of being messy and talking about the latest gossip and instigating stories and situations of others. And what's crazy is a lot of your favorite artists are following the blueprint of someone who was able to make a fortune from that exact lane. She was loved and hated for it, but she made it work. And of course, I'm speaking about the one and only Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams grew up in New Jersey, and after she would graduate from Ocean Township High School in 1982, she would then attend Northeastern University in Boston. Williams had intentions on becoming a TV anchor, and she wanted to study television communications. But after a month of being in college, she would switch to radio because she wanted to advance faster career-wise. While attending the university, she would get her start as a disc jockey at a college radio station, where her first hip-hop celebrity interview would be LL Cool J in 1986. After graduating college, from then until going into the 90s, she would work for many radio stations for very low pay and a short amount of time. But in May 1990, she would earn a permanent morning position where she would work with Jeff Fox and Spiderweb as a part of the station's wake-up club. From then to going into the 2000s, Wendy would build a name for herself as she would be the one who spoke on the latest rappers and the celebrity gossip, and putting everybody's personal business out there. She would also attend a lot of industry parties and make connections, so therefore she would get the latest dirt to report on her shows. She was loved and she was hated for this. But this is what saw the rise of the one and only Whitney Williams. Even going into the 2000s, she just became bigger as far as on the radio space. Hell, she's even responsible for people like Charlamagne and God. Going into the late 2000s, she would switch from radio, going into TV, and this is when the Whitney Williams show would start. And she became an even bigger star then, as far as doing daytime television and just the whole Wendy Williams experience. She kept it up until at least 2021, where she had to retire due to her illness. Now, what actually brought this to my attention was a post that Saigon had made on Instagram. And this is the post he made. He said, the hip hop generation owes this lady a supreme apology because for years she got bashed for gossiping and sitting around making a living talking about other people's personal lives and personal shit. We bashed her so much for this shit, it fucked up her mental health. Only for 90% of these niggas to turn around and start doing the same shit. They say, yeah, we gossiping like hoes, but yet we getting the bag. So, I would like to know y'all personal opinion. Let me know in the comments. Does hip hop owe Wendy Williams an apology? Because you have the same individuals who used to get upset, get mad, try to get her fired, try to, tear down, I guess, whatever she was building, as far as, as a career, when she was, putting out people's personal business. Now that she's at the game, these are the same individuals who are doing the exact same thing she was doing, making a living off of this, getting the bag from it. So do you feel like it's like a hypocrisy in it? Like, y'all let me know in the comments.